Okay, this is one of the most sought after male gacha characters I've seen in a while, and I can totally understand the appeal. Aesthetic, gameplay, even his role in the story. This guy's just an all-around boss. Who wouldn't want him? But we all expected him to be a sub DPS, and you can certainly build him that way. It is the safer route, but there's a better one. I'll highlight both here in this video so that you can make your own choice. I'm Shrike. Like, comment, and subscribe for more gacha content, and join my Discord, linked in the description, for a chill place to hang out if you like gacha games. Let's start with an explanation. XIA might have been designed as a sub DPS, but he's actually got the potential to be a main DPS if you build him right. And depending on what you're going for, you might want different builds. So let's start with marks. The game recommends Sage's Heart and the new mark Jade Goblet. This is what Jade Goblet does. And it's new, so we're all excited to use it. But don't fall for it, it's a trap. The big heads in the Discord have run the numbers, and you'll get more damage output with the Sage's Heart, which incidentally is the other recommended mark. So this is the mark we use for the sub DPS XIA, with Terracotta General and Shining Star. And water damage, EOM, and Pierce? Oh no. We'll take some Pierce if we need to, or some water damage, not both. But EOM can take a hike. We'll want to be running crit rate, crit damage, and attack mainly. This guy's an immortal warrior. We need to make his hits count, and this is how you'll fit those in. But the build I went with, the main DPS build, is Endless March, Shining Star, and Terracotta General, with the same crit rate, crit damage, and attack. You can squeeze Pierce in too, but not too much. Endless March will mostly have that covered. I will say that you've got to have him pretty solidly marked as well as skilled up if you want to run him as a main DPS, but don't worry too much because he has a pretty good teammate that can help him out with that. And it may not be who you think it is. Skill kit time. After Jing, this is a pretty complicated one. Full disclosure, I still don't fully understand all of the intricacies, but that's why I don't do advanced guides. I just help you understand what the character wants to do and try to make it as easy as possible to do it. Basic attack is a skip. Honestly, still waiting for a character that comes out that's going to make us actually use the heavy attack. It's literally useless at the moment. Skill 1. This is a dash forward and dash back, wherein he will apply a mark to the enemies he hits. This mark will help the ripple attack perform better. Ripple attacks being what the skill 2 can create. Skill 2. This activates a zone, but not one that sticks around very long. And while this zone is up, he sends a wave through it. It's kinda hard to see, but it's a ring around him. And if you hit skill 2 again, when that ring reaches an enemy, it will activate that ripple attack I mentioned. Ultimate deals a bunch of damage and then heals XIA a bit. And also inflicts an elemental anomaly mark based on the elemental type of the team member with the highest EOM. What's that mean? I have no clue, but luckily it happens on its own, and all we need to do is pair him with someone with high EOM to make it do its thing. Whatever that thing may be. Passive. His passive is his off-field damage capability. It's also where his chase damage is to justify that Terracotta General we're running. It says that if that ring he sends out inside his water zone hits an enemy, it triggers 9 seconds of periodic attacks. After this is when you'd swap him out for your main DPS if you're running him as a sub. Notable talents. Number 2, this says that the rainy environment lasts 6 seconds longer. That's his off-field automatic random enemy strikes that deal chase damage. You want those to last as long as possible, especially if he's an off-field sub DPS. And number 4, it basically doubles each of those automatic strikes, triggering 2 at a time instead of 1. Longer length, now twice as many at a time. You can see his power climbing already. Now notable potentials. His first potential is actually very good. It basically says that whenever he makes a water zone, which his ultimate can do or his skill 2, he gets 30% more chase damage, which is his off-field stuff, for the duration of that field. So big power boost there. Potential 3 makes his off-field damage even stronger by shortening the distance in between each strike. This may be his strongest in my opinion as far as off-field damage goes. The rest are good, but those two I feel are the best. As for his weapon, it gives a bunch of water damage, but then it also makes his off-field strikes hit 8% harder each time they strike an enemy. It can stack up to 5 times. Very powerful. And luckily we can all get this for free with the Vulcan's Grace. Not quite yet, it's tied to the Rhythm Game event, but we'll get there. So just tool around with a weak weapon for the time being. Mine's not even leveled at all. Skill priority. His passive directly controls the scaling for the off-field strikes that practically his entire kit has been hyping up to this point. So yeah, that's what you'll want to go for first. But then you either want skill 2 and then ultimate, or the other way around. His ult does much more than the average one, but you'll use it much less often than his skill 2. So I'm more inclined to level the skill 2 first. Note, leveling up his ultimate does increase his self-heal, so there's that to consider. Combat time. So there's a lot to his kit, but I'll try to break it down to the bare necessities. The goal with him is to get his zone up and hit enemies with that ring he releases. The mark he puts on can help them work better, but it's an extra step that isn't necessary. I'll explain it though. So it'll make them freeze for longer if they get stasis, and it makes them easier to hit with that ring attack. But if you're confident about your timing, and you don't really care how long they freeze for, skip the skill 1 entirely. Just skill 2, and then wait and time the ring and skill 2 again. Skill 2, and then swap out for the sub DPS XIA. For main DPS XIA, you may as well perform the full rotation, including any buffers and sub DPS you have along with you. Bring those in, do your stuff, then swap him back in, and skill 1, dash in and out, mark the enemies, then skill 2, time the ring, and skill 2 again. Skill 1, skill 2, skill 2. The biggest problem I've run into is running out of vigor. He consumes a lot of it, but that's good for his endless march. So what I've been doing is using those opportunities to refresh my buffs and sub DPS damage. It's definitely a different playstyle, using him as a main, but if I'm being honest, I kind of like the playstyle more than Florence. Though at present my Florence does hit much harder, but once I skill up my immortal daddy, he should outscale her pretty quickly. So recap, easy rotation, skill 2, skill 2. Longer rotation if you're feeling less confident about your timing skills, skill 1, skill 2, skill 2. Teams now. Any. Yeah, he's a sub DPS that can do a pretty good imitation of a main DPS. So as such, he pairs very well with any main DPS. Florence, Licha, even Ching. Florence, you'll probably have Hefe as your third. Licha will want Atsi. Essentially, if he's your sub, then your third will obviously be whoever your main DPS likes. But if he's your main, things will be a bit different. You can pair him with your favorite sub DPS. XIA Nana 0? Why not? XIA Atsi 0? Sure. But the team he really likes is Atsi and Viola. Viola is just shy of being main DPS worthy herself, so having 2 of that caliber, with all the debuffs that Atsi brings to the table, plus Viola's quick rotation, allowing you to field XIA for even longer, you'll be melting the enemies. Whichever way you plan to play XIA, I hope you enjoy him. He's a fun character to use, and I'm glad we got something a bit more complicated after Ching. But honestly, I'm kinda over water units now. I'm ready for Yuli. But with that being said, I'm gonna fly. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.